a story of freedom and authenticity. He was always called a good boy. Not because he was kind, but because he was obedient. He smiled when he was told to. He said, "Thank you," even when his stomach turned in silence. He did everything right, and lost himself in the process. Every compliment was a command. Stay like this. Don't change. Every praise was a trap. Be who we want you to be. Behind that perfect image, a storm began to grow. One night, when he was 12, he heard his parents arguing. Plates broke. Silence followed. Under the blanket he whispered, "Be a good boy." Don't cry. Don't make them angry. That night, something broke inside him. Not from what he heard, but from what he could never say. He learned that love was conditional and peace had a price. Years passed. He became the top student, the polite son, the helpful friend. He smiled in photos and nodded in conversations he didn't care about. The mask fit perfectly. But at night he whispered, "I'm tired of being perfect." In his 20s, the cracks widened. He had the job, the suit, the praise, yet felt hollow. One morning he looked in the mirror and saw a ghost. That day he quit. Everyone called him crazy. He called it freedom, but inside he was lost. He wandered, through books, retreats, heartbreaks, mistakes. He met people who were real, who cried and failed openly. One of them told him, "The opposite of pretending isn't rebellion, it's vulnerability." He didn't understand, but the seed was planted. Years later, that seed grew. He began writing, not about success, but about pain. He began speaking, not to impress, but to express. Every time he told the truth, the old good boy faded. He saw the cage he'd built, a prison made of politeness and fear. The bars weren't real. They were beliefs. He whispered, "No more pretending." And crossed the threshold, from approval to authenticity. It wasn't glorious. It was brutal. People left. Friends called him changed. Family called him ungrateful. The world called him selfish. But for the first time, he didn't collapse under their words. He breathed through the loneliness and thanked his old self for keeping him safe. Then he let that self go. The hardest test came later. When everything collapsed again, money, relationships, dreams. He screamed, "Why am I suffering again, even after healing?" And silence answered. Healing wasn't about escaping pain, it was about embracing it. The storm wasn't punishment. It was refinement. He stopped running. He sat in the fire and let it burn away what wasn't him. When he emerged, he was no longer good. He was real. He looked in the mirror and saw someone alive. His vulnerability became his strength. His honesty became his power. His scars became his story. And the world that once punished him for being real, began to listen. He found his voice. He found his purpose. He found himself. He returned to the same world, but saw it differently. He saw the pain behind smiles, the fear behind ambition, the loneliness inside noise. He realized, we all pretend, to feel loved, to feel safe, to belong. So he made it his mission to tell stories that awaken hearts. To remind people they don't have to be perfect to be loved. That authenticity is safety. Success returned, but this time, he met it with awareness. The old good boy whispered, "Be perfect again." He smiled and said, "I see you." But I choose truth. Authenticity, he learned, isn't a destination, it's a daily practice. To love without pretending. To speak without performing. To live without hiding. He had died as a good boy, and was reborn as a free man. Now, he shares his story not as a hero, but as a mirror. Because his journey is ours. We've all worn masks to be loved. We've all lost ourselves trying to be enough. The world doesn't need more good people. It needs more real ones. Sometimes real begins with broken. Real begins with pain. Real begins when pretending ends. If you're listening to this and you feel the weight of pretending, know this, you are not broken, you are waking up. And maybe this is your moment, the moment it changes everything. Because the most beautiful thing you can ever become is yourself.